All right, so should we break it down for Ollie again?
What? I really don't want to lose Ollie. He's so valuable to me.
He's valuable to me too. Welcome back, everybody, to Conspiracy Theory Thursday. Today, we were going to be talking more about the American government stuff, but instead, since there has been recent events that seem kind of shady, we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we'll continue that stuff next week, the American government and the tomfoolery that they're up to. We'll talk about that next week, but this week, we're going to talk about the tragedy that has occurred this week in Lebanon. For starters, prayers out to everybody in Lebanon. I don't personally know much about Lebanon, but I do know that we have two followers who are very outspoken Lebanese people in the Discord, and they have been amazing ever since they've joined. They're fun to be around. They're great people.
One calls you racist towards Lebanese people all the time.
Yeah, he always calls me racist, and I'm sure if you go look in the comments, if he's watched this video by the time that you do, there's going to be a comment in the comments saying you guys are racist for making a video on this, even though I'm sending out my prayers to him right now. but I do love them, and they love us, and they've been great supporters. So prayers to all of Lebanon right now, because there's been a big tragedy this week.
Let's get into the news.
Talk about what happened first. So, like, people who don't know, like, they live under a rock.
So generally, I feel like we got the jump on it because of Malone and Potato.
Yeah. Because
after they sent it in our Discord, I went and checked, and it had just started hitting breaking news. But supposedly an explosion happened at a port, and then we gained a little bit more information, figured out it was in a warehouse. And at first, Potato said that officials within Lebanon were saying that it was like
fireworks,
a firework shipment or something that was in the port. And I was like, buddy, that would have to be a lot of fireworks.
That's a big firework. Yeah. They did say, I'm just adding this in, Potato was okay. He just said it sounded like there was an earthquake. Malone said that the windows in his house were blown out. So that's extremely scary. I couldn't imagine that situation myself. And also, just another quick side note, sorry, there's a link in our Discord in the announcements if you guys want to help raise money for Lebanon. A donation link that you can go to and donate to people and help out in Lebanon. But anyways, nice. Okay, continue, Alex.
So I did a little bit of a little more digging, and the thing that I was looking at, people were talking about, is you were talking about the explosion and its effects. And I read somewhere, and they were horribly misinformed, someone talking about it being like the equivalent of 21 kilotons of TNT, like the impact from the blast. But
the shit's a kiloton.
I don't know, but Hiroshima was the blast from Hiroshima was equivalent to 13,000 tons of TNT.
Wow.
So, but if you look at it and compare what happened in Beirut, that impact was the equivalent of 1,800 tons of TNT. And if you compare that to Hiroshima, it doesn't seem like a lot. Maybe at first word to the ear, but think about how much a ton is, and then think about the fact that 1 ton of TNT, what that could do, and 1,800 tons of it, that's a huge deal.
Yeah. And they said that it was 1/4 of the Hiroshima blast, right? And Hiroshima, how many people died in Hiroshima? Did you write it down?
No, but
it was 300,000, right?
Yeah, it was upwards of, I think it was 226,000.
Yeah, and there's only 100 confirmed deaths in Lebanon right now, so that's really, really fortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate that anyone had to die, but the fact that it's, as of right now at least, so few people,
but it's also, personally, in my opinion, sus, because
yes,
if you have that opportunity, because I personally believe, and me and Ryan were talking about this beforehand, that foul play was involved from someone, an outside source. But I don't know. Another thing I looked up was, did you know the official residence of the president was not very far? Like, it was far enough, but it wasn't super far from where the blast happened because it damaged his house, is what I read.
Wow.
And I was like, eee.
And well, whenever it first happened, I don't know if it was a tweet or what, but I saw a quote from the president, I think it was. It was from somebody or like one of the officials, and it said, "We will get whoever has done this."
Yeah.
And I feel as though that since they said that, it kind of leads into more people believing, "Oh, shut up, computer, you're a bitch." It leads into more people believing that this could be like foul play, like you said. So what are the theories at hand that you think could lead to like people thinking it's foul play?
So I went to my handy dandy unfiltered internet service.
That's what fuels our conspiracy theory Thursday videos.
So I went and checked that out because I knew I wouldn't get a ton of biases by looking up whatever went on. And because I didn't expect any biases from like our country's standpoint, but I expected something biased from Lebanon because I'm just speaking factually. I don't want to upset our friends, but I know that Malone was initially joking about it, but the Lebanese people aren't very fond of Israel
/ Palestine.
Yeah, and he had like joked about that initially, but like I actually like expected to see like a bunch of stuff like centered around that when it had first gone off the bat. But like I said, I didn't look it up on a regular search engine, so I didn't find anything like that. But the other thing, my theory was that Mossad was involved. And do you want to tell them what you told me that you heard as far as how it happened?
Oh, so what they said was that they had, what was it, ammonium
nitrate.
Yeah, whatever the shit that is. I don't know. I didn't pay attention in chemistry class, but they said they had a lot. Like, do you know how much it was?
Like I said, it was equivalent of 1,800 times.
Okay, so a shit ton,
like 2,700 times.
A shit ton of ammonium nitrate locked in a basement for years because they confiscated it from somebody.
They said it was 7 years that it sat there, but that seems very hard to believe.
Nobody puts that in their basement for 7 years. That's like, if anything, you could sell it because I'm sure that was worth something.
Yeah.
But anyways, so it was sitting there for years. And one of the many stories that I've honestly seen a lot of stories from fireworks and different things like that, but one of the many stories I saw floating around said that somebody was down there welding a hole shut to keep people out, keep people from stealing stuff, and then the sparks caught the ammonium nitrate on fire, and that's what started the fire, and then it blew up everything. We didn't start the fire. I don't know why that just popped in my head when I was talking about that. But yeah, so I don't know. That's one of many
I was
theories.
gonna say that I didn't believe that I was discrediting that in my own head because the heat from a welder upon like impact would be, I don't know, it wouldn't be something that would start like, oh, it started a fire, like that would like ignite it to the point where it would like probably like set off the explosion itself at the burning point that it would need to.
Yeah, but he maybe caught something else on fire and then it blew up because like you said, first off, whatever the ammonium nitrate was in, I hope to God it was in something that it, like a spark didn't hit it and then it would have blown up. But if it had, it would have just blown up. There wouldn't have been a big fire first, and there was.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is in the news it keeps talking about like people keep saying that it just blew up, but when you watch the videos you can clearly see that there was a fire, and that is what makes me think. I think someone knew that was there, and with whatever kind of motivation that they had from wherever in the world, maybe it was like a foreign government, but someone caught wind of that and set it on fire, is what I believe.
I'm looking up. I'm gonna see if I can figure out who Lebanon confiscated the ammonium nitrate from, because maybe they got it confiscated on purpose.
Yeah,
it was all part of their dastardly plan. blow stuff up.
Yeah, I mean,
That takes a lot of planning, though.
Yeah, and I don't know if I completely believe that it sat there for 7 years as well. Like I said, because like if you've got a compound like that, you wouldn't just leave it. And granted, I don't know what they were doing to protect it and how it was stored. It's still not something that you would leave at port. For that long.
Oh well, yeah. And who even carries that shit around on a boat? Like. What is ammonium nitrate even used for? Do you know that?
I think it's used for it sounds like I've heard ammonium nitrate in the sense of fertilizer before. I may be completely incorrect, but and if that's the case, then like of course it's gotta fertilizer. It's used in agriculture as a high nitrogen fertilizer. That's what I thought. So if that's the case, like people have used that before throughout history in makeshift like bombings and stuff. That's a key component to a bomb. That may be why they confiscated it. That it was supposedly being transferred for agricultural use, and they had suspicion. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how agriculture is within Lebanon or over in the Middle East, and why you would need that much ammonium
That's
nitrate.
A lot.
2,700.
lot.
It's 20. Oh, sorry.
Dude, turn your vibrator off. It was a cat toy.
2,750 tons exactly of ammonium nitrate.
Yeah, that's too much to be normal. I understand why they confiscated it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else as far as theories go or information that we haven't dropped on them yet?
I mean, not really. Like I said, I mentioned the fire.
Yeah.
How I thought it was Mossad. And surprisingly, Malone, who lives over in... That was another thing. When I was doing my research, they referred to Lebanon as being in Western Asia, which was strange to me because it's really...
I don't know where Lebanon is.
It's on the... Is it the Aegean Sea, I think?
Yeah.
It's
the Aegean Sea. I still don't know where that is.
Well, Iraq.
Okay. Yes.
Like two... I think there's like one sliver of country in between Iraq and then Lebanon is coastal.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I don't know. I would consider that Middle East. I've never heard of a Middle Eastern country being referred as a Western Asian country.
Yeah. I don't know.
But anyways, yeah, no, Mossad, like I said, Malone didn't even know who Mossad was, and I've just recently been watching a documentary on the agents of Mossad, but they're supposedly everywhere. They think that they're involved with the Jeffrey Epstein cases, which we should talk about on another episode.
Yeah, I mean, we can get to all that stuff. That stuff all links back into our ongoing series that we're going to continue next time about,
it all links together.
Oh my gosh, my brain is Usually, right about now, we'd be making our joking conspiracies, but out of respect for those who've lost their lives and all the people who've been injured and stuff, since this is a recent tragic event, I don't think we should make any joking conspiracies about it.
Yeah.
So one more time, prayers to all of the people who were affected by this, whether you lost loved ones or you were there yourself and lost your house or a family member, anything like that. And yeah, other than that, we'll continue our ongoing series next time. I hope you guys enjoyed our theories on this, or at least learned something about it that you didn't know yet. Make sure you let us know in the comments what you think of our theories, what theories you think could be possible. We'd love to hear what you guys think about it and talk to you guys about that. And other than that, one last thing, if you want, you should go follow our Instagram and Twitter. We're becoming a lot more active on those, posting some funny stuff. Lots of funny stuff our community creates, lots of funny stuff that happens in our day-to-day lives. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. It's cool, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Auf Wiedersehen. Actually, how do you say? Never mind. I was gonna say how do you say bye in Lebanese, but I can't take the time for that.
Just be like adios, I guess.
Adios.